Coaches, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video, chances are you're struggling with sales. You're struggling to get clients into your program. They have to think about it. They have to talk to their partner. They have to talk to Santa Claus. All of a sudden, they become an accountant. They have to look over the numbers and just, they don't come back. And so it has to do with the offer and also how you're presenting your program. And so for this particular video you're watching right now, we're gonna go over a sales call, right? And how you should actually format everything so you can position your program as the Lamborghini and not the little Toyota, something cheap. We're gonna go over that, all right? So there are two parts to a sales call for your coaching program. It's going to be the discovery phase, which is what we're gonna go over right now, and then we're gonna get into the pitch. We're gonna make it very simple. I literally used to make $0. My first year coaching, I made around, it was $1,570 in 365 days of coaching. Okay, so then we got all the way to 6 figures, 4 years in a row. Now I wanna help you. First thing you have to do on the call, let's go through it and why we're actually gonna say these 10 steps, all right? Now, listen, don't be robotic, first of all. You have these questions, these are guidelines, ask these questions, but sprinkle it into the conversation smoothly. Don't just be, hey, how are you doing? What's the motivation for the call? And you're like, you're skipping through the questions, right? Just intertwine these questions into the conversation in specific order. And we're gonna go over why that's important. All right, first thing is just talking and being human. Hey, John, let's just use John as an example for this video. How are you? How are you doing? How's everything, right? And you're just kind of building rapport and just being a human, being a friend, right? And sometimes what I'll even like to do is they'll ask how I'm doing and I'll just crack a joke and maybe be like, oh, I'm just over here, being boring, just doing some freaking work, just literally be a friend, be a human. I'm not gonna give you a specific script and say, how's the weather in Tennessee? No, like literally care about the person. That's just the first couple minutes. Then just get into it and just be like, yeah, so John, listen, I know we've been talking on Instagram or whatever, you saw him in person. I just wanna know so I can best help you. What's the motivation for booking in? Okay? And so notice my tone too, right? I'm not like, what's the motive to book it? Like, you're curious, you're trying to help them. You're the doctor in the situation, right? They're the patient. What's the motive for booking in, right? And they're gonna go over all the reasons why they need your help, okay? Then you ask their current life situation. This is step 3. Honestly, this is just a qualifying question. We want to ask their current life situation and see, like, are they working full time? If they say, oh, I don't have a job, and are they, really a good fit? Are you going to waste 30 to 60 minutes trying to sell them into your program when they don't even have income? And so you just kind of want to find out that information in the beginning. Current life situation, and you can see how busy they are. You could just learn more about them. Next thing is main goals. Okay, this is gonna be very important, all right? So 4, 5, and 6 is gonna act as a bridge. So we wanna ask, what are their main goals? Where do they wanna go, right? And then we want to add, and dig a little bit deeper into that, right? Why it's important to them. Ask what their North Star is. What's their vision? And then what have you been doing, right, to get there? And we ask this to get them to realize they haven't really been doing shit. They probably haven't been doing much. Okay, so then we ask the struggles. So we're making a gap, all right? And for this gap, the bridge is going to be your program. So think of it this way. We ask the goals, right? We ask what they're doing to get there. It's not much. Then we ask what their biggest struggles are. So now there's this big gap between where they are presently right now, okay, and where they want to be. And now in their head they're like, I need freaking help. Like, oh my God, I want to be here. It's going to take me forever to get there if I don't have help. All right? Now, 7, you want to paint the vision. Okay, John, so once we help you lose these 30 pounds and you feel good, you feel confident, like, what's that going to do for your family? They're going to get into it, right? I tell my clients, once you find a wound, or once you find pain or even a goal, right, like dig a little bit deeper into that, open the wound, open the cut, go into it. If they say, oh, I want to really feel confident with my shirt off and all that, maybe like earlier in the conversation, don't just skip over that and just be like, what do you mean by that? And they'll elaborate and be like, well, I haven't been confident since before the pandemic and blah, 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 blah. So that's right there is the sale, right? At the sale, you're not gonna spit out some magic number at the end of the call and it's gonna roll off your tongue so perfect and they're gonna be like, I'm in. No, the sale happens when they're talking about how frustrated they are, okay? Now, let's go. Okay, this is the sauce, paint vision. And then what you want to do after painting the vision is paint the consequences. All right, got it. So this is definitely going to help your family. Well, John, like, what happens if you don't take action? Oh my God, well, I'm going to be stuck in 6 months. Then they're going to start to see like, oh my God, there's a lot of consequences for not taking action with this coach today, okay? And then last couple things, I always like to ask, what was the one moment? John, usually for a lot of people trying to lose weight, build muscle like yourself, in the past couple weeks, like the past weeks before joining the program, right? And notice how I'm already saying, people are joining the program, right? Weeks before joining the program, they usually had that one moment that changed everything for them. They looked in the mirror, they saw a picture, they didn't like it. Did you have that one moment where you're like, I need a change? And they're gonna be like, yeah, I tried to pick up my daughter and I freaking fell over, or she was poking at my belly, calling me, they're gonna say maybe whatever it is, or yeah, I was low on energy going up the stairs, and now they're in serious pain, okay? And then you want to ask why now, and we want to use labeling in this. I promise if all of you do this, it's going to work so effectively. What you want to say is, all right, John, everything definitely makes sense. And just kind of last question I always like to ask is, why is this important for you now? Because a lot of people out there, they always say, I'm going to start Monday, or I have to think about it, and they put it off, but John, those people don't end up being successful. So why for you, why is now really important? You just labeled them as an action taker, right? So at the end of the call, when you present the program, they already identify as someone that takes action. It's gonna be hard for them to say no, because we are ingrained in our identity, okay? So that's gonna be very important, and you're gonna ask that question, and they're gonna go over all the reasons why they should sign up now. Once you have this is like where the sale and the magic really happens. And so now, okay, what you want to do is transition into the pitch. Okay, and before that, you could do a quick recap. John, definitely makes sense. So just to kind of recap, you could go over their struggles and their goals, right? So John, basically what you told me is you're really low on energy. Your daughter's like poking at your stomach and, calling you Big Papa. That's weird. Calling you fat. I don't freaking know, right? You go over all their pains and, low on energy. But John, you did say that you do want to lose 30 pounds for you, your wife, your family. You want to make sure you're feeling good. You want to make sure you're feeling confident, and you just need the right plan to get there. Is that correct? They're gonna be like, yes, spot on. Okay, so is it okay if I get into how I can help? Is that all right? Okay, yes, awesome. All right, then if this is a phone call, you could, talk about it, or I suggest, especially if your program's more expensive, Zoom, you could share a screen, and then we'll go over the pitch right now. Now we get into the pitch, and the pitch is just going over your program, and we're gonna set it up in a way where by the end of the call, your clients are just going to be like, hey, let's do this. And notice, I'm already calling them your clients, all right, because we're gonna sign them up. Now, we have to make sure, we're gonna go over a 3-pillar pitch, right, with some bonuses and one irresistible guarantee. I'm gonna go over exactly what this means. It's very simple to do it this way, and it's very effective, okay? So what does this actually mean? First thing, before I even go over it, I need to let you know, you can't just go over the program and read through your notes. Meaning if you're giving fitness coaching, you can't just be like, John, listen, first we're gonna give you a workout plan. It's gonna help you lose weight, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. Everything's on an app, it's great. No one cares about the features. I'm sorry. But what you have to do, what's gonna be a lot more effective, why I wanna help, is what you have to think back to is the discovery phase and tailor the features to their pains and visions that they told you earlier in the call. Meaning, so first thing, John, remember how you said you barely have time to work out? Well, I'm gonna build you a custom workout plan that will help you save a bunch of time, because I'm gonna show you exactly what to do step by step so you can lose that belly fat and have more energy for your daughter. Does that sound good? Way different going over it that way compared to, yeah, you're gonna get a workout plan on a custom app. It's gonna be so cool. All my clients use it. No one cares. All right, tailor it back to them, okay? Now, let's actually go through how this works. The 3-pillar pitch means you're gonna go over the 3 pillars of your program, the 3 most valuable features, right? And so, for example, we're gonna use fitness coaching, and it could be custom workouts, a custom nutrition plan, and one-on-one accountability, all right? And so those could be your 3 pillars. You could just see X, Y, Z, goodies, goodies, goodies. Goodies mean you're going over the feature. And as you're going over this, all right, this is gonna be very important. Take notes. Just like we talked about, you wanna circle back to their pains, their visions. How you can do this is by using something called FAB, F-A-B, meaning feature, advantage, benefit. Let's say X goodie is a custom workout plan, okay? So we could go over the feature. So John, first you're gonna get a specific workout plan that is tailored to you, that's the feature. Advantage is, this is gonna help because remember how you said you were really low on time? Well, this is gonna save you a bunch of time because everything is step by step and you're saving energy. That's the advantage. And then the benefit is so you can lose that belly fat and you could have more energy, and you're gonna be playing with your daughter at the park and you're gonna be beating her in the races this time. All right, like this is gold. You can watch this and not implement, have fun making less money. Like this is the stuff. So do that with your 3 pillars, go through it, and also what is very helpful is using analogies when going over the pillars if you would like to, right? And an example could be like, let's say you go over accountability, one-on-one accountability system. By the way, have better names. Don't just say accountability. One-on-one accountability system. Make it unique. Let's say you're going over accountability. Hey, so John, when you were growing up, have you ever had a parent or guardian make you brush your teeth when you were really little and you didn't like it? And they're like, yeah, I remember, blah, blah, blah. They're gonna go over it because we all been through that, right? We're kids, we wanna eat junk food and whatever, all right? And so your parent or guardian, they made you brush your teeth. And John, do you brush your teeth today? Okay. Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, you could crack a little joke. Well, that's how the accountability works. First, you need the external accountability of me, right? Actually helping you follow through with the custom workouts, the nutrition plans, so you can lose the weight and feel good. And then you could do it by yourself because then you're gonna get accountability internally, and you're gonna already do it and make this a lifestyle so you, your daughter, your family, your wife can live healthy for good. So you could share a story in analogy, okay? That's for the 3 pillars. Now, 4 to 5 bonuses. Bonuses are on top of the one-on-one program you're gonna give. Bonuses are things you're gonna add on to the program, but also these are things that you can have already made before and just add them as bonuses, meaning a bonus could be a step-by-step custom supplement guide. Maybe you already offer that, but put it into the bonus so it looks more value, because in their mind, bonus, oh, I'm getting more. So put it into the bonus, all right? Also, what you're gonna get is one-on-one weekly check-in calls, okay? Maybe you already have that in the program. Take it out of the program, put it into the bonus. Put it into the bonus. Wow, I'm gonna get this for X, just attach to the program, awesome. Okay, weekly check-in calls. Maybe you do updated progress pictures, whatever it is. Come up with some nice bonuses, all right? 4 to 5. Last thing is one irresistible guarantee, all right? So, and John, I just wanna let you know, we do have a results-based guarantee. So here's the thing. If we work together and at the end of the program, you're not getting results, you don't feel good, and you didn't get what you expected, I give you a full refund, no questions asked. Plus, John, I pay you an extra $500 for wasting your time, because if we work together 6 months, nothing happens, I just wasted your time. I'm gonna pay you for that time. And I'm gonna coach you for free until you do get the results that you signed up for, because I'm a man of my word. If you say that, who's gonna say that, okay? That is how you wrap everything up, all right? And now, I hope this makes sense. I hope that's good. And then what you want to do is basically ask them if everything makes sense, what stood out to them about the most about the program. Make sure they're fully bought into the process. There's 2 sales that happen in the call. The first sale is the process. They have to be bought into the program. And then the second sale is monetary. All right, so after this, right? You can say how much the program is, get into logistics, and this is going to get you more clients. Follow this step by step. I hope it helps. You probably have my Instagram. This is going to be on YouTube. My Instagram is DannyCavs4, Danny CAVS4. If you want custom help, all right, for your business, we could have a conversation to see if I can help. Use this value right here, and we'll go from there, all right? And when this does start working, you can message me on Instagram. Let's celebrate. I want you to send me a message. Hey, use this format. I got 5 more clients. Like, let's go. Let's go. Use it. I appreciate you. Have the best day.